Morning. Having put a video together of how to fit a front dash cam to a Mini, I'm just going to show you how to install a rear one, which I'm doing in my wife's car this morning. I bought a little Accfly dash cam off Amazon. I fitted it to the rear of mine, and to be honest, it was £26 I think on offer, and it gives really good clarity, and it fits really neatly and well just in on the rear view window there. So I'll go through how I've fitted this one to mine. Firstly, just on the underside of the trim here, you've got these two little popper pins that pull out from here. Just pull the central cap first, and then if you've got a tool like this one here, then that's really useful, just to pop them out. I've then just eased away the trim, the rubber, so that it allows you to drop the rear of the roof lining, and with the USB cable that came with the dash cam, just feed that under, and in there you'll find a little hole there which is just about big enough to feed that through. Pull out the plug here, this rubber plug, and feed the end of the cable up through here. I've tried before to feed the cable through this rubber, and it's not easy, so all I tend to do now is sort of tuck that around the back of there and then just tie wrap it on. Same again at this end. Take the plug out, feed that in there, and then you just need to pop this off, pop this trim off here. Again, just use one of the trim tools, and as you can see, that's just sits on with various rivets and poppers there, and then just push your cable underneath, and you'll see this will then pop out from here. So what I'm going to do now is just put the cable on here, and tuck it away right behind the trim, tuck this cable here around the back of here, and put all this back on. And the power, actually, this time I feed off, is the rear cigarette lighter. The dash cam that this Accfly dash cam comes with a different power adapter to the one I'm using. I fitted this one to my car, and it's just a bit bigger. I'll show you here. So this was the one it comes with, and I've just popped that in there like that, and then took the cable, fed it around this trim here, around there, and then to the cigarette lighter. That's actually got a right-angled USB cable that comes with it, but for this one I'm just going to use a small adapter that I've got from a different dash cam. It's just, reason being, really, it's just a smaller fit, and it'll do the same job, but it just gives you a slightly, there you are, so a slightly sort of neater little finish and less obtrusive sort of finish there. So I'll come back when this is all put together, and then you can I'll show you how it works. Okay, see you in a minute. Bye. Just thought I'd show you this before I put it all back together again, actually. This is the rear brake light assembly that sits behind this trim, which again just pops off. Everything's quite simple and just clicks on, clicks off. One thing I thought to show you was that I actually run the power cable for the dash cam just underneath here and tuck away round the back of the rear brake light, just so that doesn't interfere or come in front of this light, which you may not notice at this point, but it's perhaps worth just pointing out that that's quite a useful sort of slot. But you don't need to take this off, you'll just push in from around the back of here and then keep pushing, and it will just feed along and then pop out on the other side. So I'll put all this back together now and then I'll show you again. Okay, bye. Okay, here we are. Dash cam's now installed. As you can see, one thing to note when you do this on a rear view, look for the line that the wiper causes, because any area this side, outside of there, is going to be dirty. So I like fitting this camera sort of not in the centre there, because it obstructs the rear view when you're looking down the mirror. So if you put it just to one side, you can actually tilt the camera or the lens on these just slightly. But as you can see, everything's tucked away there, tucked away behind the trim. Moving down here, the cable is just tucked away at the back there, to a little bit there, but I've tie wrapped that onto there, tucked into the grommet there. Same again with the head lining, putting those pins back in, so that the cable tucks just underneath here, just underneath the rubber trim, and tuck it round here underneath this trim. Now, because there's more cable than you actually need on this one, then I've simply just popped this off, which is access to the lights on these minis, and just put any excess cable, pop that away in there, and then push this back on. It's like a cardboard cover, and just put that back in there, and then that's got the cigarette light on. Okay, so there's the setting. Sorry about the reflection. The rear view image on my phone. So this dash cam's got Wi-Fi on it, so that's the setting. That's the view that I can get on the phone, and you can go into various settings on here to change things, etc. And then there's the dash cam in the rear view mirror recording away and set up nicely. So I hope that helps again, and any questions, ping me.